Hello, this is Dan Stratford again here with Fasterhouse out of St. Louis. And our company, C1 Partners, we interview businesses like Fasterhouse to learn more about their markets and their industry, how they serve their markets. And Fasterhouse is an excellent real estate company based in the St. Louis market that helps people buy homes when they need to sell them quickly, helps people rent homes, and even rent to own homes. So helping them rebuild their credit and get in a position to buy a house. Today we're going to talk about how you can find out what the value of a home may be that you're considering selling, or even if you're looking to buy homes, and that don't require you to call a real estate agent. So Bryan, if it were you and you were looking to find values of a house and you weren't a real estate agent, what kind of tools might you use online to do that?
Wow, there's been more and more tools coming online here recently, and they're getting better and better. Probably the two most prominent ones are Zillow and Trulia. They're both kind of websites that keep track of values of properties all over the country.
And what would be some of the advantages of using a Trulia or a Zillow to find property values?
Well, I guess one of the big advantages is you can just hop on your computer and get on Zillow.com or Trulia.com and punch in the address of your property, and within a minute, they'll spit out what they think a ballpark value for your house is. So it's super easy, super quick. You can get, and it's kind of a ballpark number, but it's super easy and super quick.
Are there situations where you've seen it be more accurate and other situations where you've seen it be less accurate, and what might be some of the factors for that happening?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. And how they work, they're kind of computer generated by taking into consideration all the houses that have sold kind of in that area recently. So if you're in an area where all the houses are kind of somewhat similar, like maybe a tract-built subdivision that was all built by a single builder or just a couple similar builders, and your house is typical for the neighborhood as far as in good condition. It's not like a rundown or anything like that, and it doesn't have a big addition on the back or something that's unusual, or a finished basement maybe. If your house is kind of typical for the neighborhood, I found that those values are actually very accurate. So those are the situations where it works the best.
Gotcha. And in what situations? So it sounds like if people have had additions, or maybe an older neighborhood, do older neighborhoods have or is it more difficult to price out a house in maybe an older neighborhood that's not covenant controlled? In fact, that I'm curious. Have you seen those homes where they scrape an old home and they put up a new one? And
yes.
How difficult is it to price out homes in those neighborhoods?
Yeah, that's where the Zillow or the Trulia might not be quite as accurate as like you said, a house where most of the houses in the neighborhood might be 50 years old, and all of a sudden you tear down one and you build a nice brand new one there that's maybe bigger or nicer than all the ones around it. It's not going to take that into consideration real well, so it's going to have a real tough time value in that property. Or like you said, an older neighborhood where maybe there's $100,000 house is sitting right next to $300,000 houses, and they're not. There's a lot of differences between the houses, just in the character and the quality and the upgrades and stuff. The computer programs don't know those things. They're just kind of taking a large amount of information and trying to guess a value based on that. So if there's a lot of things that are really different, then they can't do those very accurately. So like you said, the older neighborhoods, especially like in downtowns and stuff, the Zillows and the Trulias, they're still an indicator, but they're not going to be. You wouldn't rely on that to figure out how much you're going to sell your house for.
Okay, what tools do you have as a real estate company that helps you give a more accurate value of a home than using like a Zillow or Trulia?
Yeah, absolutely. The tools is basically we have a database of what all the houses in the neighborhood have sold for recently. And Zillow and Truly have that same database. But what a good real estate agent is going to do is they're going to know that neighborhood, and they're going to know the specifics about your house, what's going to either increase the value of it or decrease it by the comparable houses around you that have sold recently. So the thing that a really good real estate agent is going to do is they're going to know the local market and the specifics about your house, which a Zillow or a Trulia can't do because they're just a nationwide database company.
Sure. So the bottom line is experience is going to make a big difference. Experience and knowledge of your marketplace.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like, and especially when you're in a neighborhood that's not where if you look around your neighborhood and every house is pretty darn similar, Trulia and Zillow are going to do a good job with that. But if you look around your neighborhood and every house is different, or especially if they're a lot different, then you really need a good real estate agent to pinpoint a value there.
All right. Well, thanks for your time today, Bryan. And if you want to learn more about Fasterhouse, or you're looking to sell a house or rent to own or rent, check them out at fasterhouse.com. And until next time, we'll let you go. Take care.